Imagine a being in silence amidst the chaos. While the world spins compulsively around notifications, likes, and social approval, he simply observes. The chosen one is not distracted by external noise because he has learned to listen to the sound of his own soul. While everyone else wrestles for validation, he dwells in a frequency few can reach, and that is precisely what makes him dangerous. When someone becomes whole within themselves, they don't become antisocial. They become incomprehensible. Because by no longer needing others' approval, they break invisible contracts that uphold not only the social theater, but also dense forces that feed on human dependency. The chosen one who needs no one is a threat not only to the structure of the matrix, but also to the umbral. And the more authentic he becomes, the more he threatens everything that is false. If you've made it this far, stay until the end. In this video, you'll discover how to become this independent and free chosen one. And if you already feel ready for that, comment now. I am dangerous to everything that tries to control me. I want to give a special thanks to everyone who always supports the channel by hitting that super thanks button, sharing the video, and dropping a hype in that video. You're already part of this collective transformation. The lie about needing someone. Since childhood, we're taught that being alone is wrong, that you'll only be complete with a partner, a group, a tribe. But this need was implanted to keep consciousness trapped in a frequency of lack. Modern society, and even dense spiritual structures like the umbral, feed off this illusion. Emotional dependency is the invisible chain that keeps the being far from their freedom. The truth is, that emptiness so many try to fill on the outside can only be dissolved from within. The chosen one realizes that it's not the absence of company that hurts. It's the forgetting of who they are. And once they remember, they no longer need distractions. Their solitude isn't escapism, it's reconnection. They don't isolate out of arrogance, but out of awareness. Most people look at the solitary chosen one as someone broken, but they fail to see that he is whole. He doesn't act out of ego, but from alignment with the source. He knows there is no lack when one is connected to the all. And that's why the system rejects him, because he can no longer be manipulated. He discovered that true love is born first from inner silence. The inner journey, when philosophy becomes armor. Marcus Aurelius wrote in silence what few dare to say out loud. Control what you desire, and the world will no longer control you. He believed that true strength lies in mastering impulses and revisiting intentions daily. The discipline of desire is a spiritual, not just philosophical practice that makes the chosen one untouchable. Because one who governs themselves cannot be governed by anyone else. And that is one of the first armors of spiritual awakening. Nietzsche, in turn, tore through inherited morality and proclaimed, "Become who you are." For him, the true individual is the one who creates their own values, not out of rebellion, but from a raw connection with the divine within. The chosen one does not follow the crowd's rulebook, because the compass he follows is spiritual. His ethics are born from pure intuition, and his mission doesn't come from the outside. It comes from within, as a whisper from the all, guiding him to his own truth. True freedom only begins when the chosen one realizes there is no separation between the individual mind and the all. That realization dissolves the need for external validation and initiates a silent revolution, not against governments or institutions, but against every illusion that distances him from his essence. That's where moral authenticity is born, the kind no one can teach, but everyone recognizes when they feel it, because a being unified with the all doesn't need to prove anything. He simply is. Both Marcus Aurelius and Nietzsche knew. Individual thought is the final frontier of freedom. The chosen one who embraces solitude isn't escaping the world. He is connecting with the essence of existence. While most seek to fill the silence, he is nourished by it. It is in that inner space that a mind is born that cannot be manipulated, because it does not seek to know what others think. It only feels what the all wants it to know. Toxic loneliness is just disguised neediness. Solitude is activated wholeness. The difference lies in the center of consciousness. One is anchored in absence, the other in presence. The chosen one is not alone. He is whole. And that's why he is such a threat to the system, because he lives as a co-creator, not as a consumer. He doesn't need to escape the matrix. He vibrates outside it. The 5 pillars of the dangerous chosen. 1 no one can control. 1. Unshakable inner mission. The chosen one lives entirely to fulfill a calling, even without fully understanding it rationally. His mission is not a choice, it's a recognition. He feels, in every cell, that something greater is guiding his steps. And because of that, his commitment is radical. He surrenders as if he knows there is no plan B. 2. Frequency of unconditional love. Every thought, every word, every gesture of the chosen one is an extension of the all's love. He doesn't impose, he emanates. His frequency is healing, pattern breaking, and block dissolving. Not because he tries, but because he is. His vibration breaks down walls the mind can't see, and melts resistance even in subtle dimensions. 3. Independence from inherited moral codes. The chosen one does not accept prepackaged truths. He examines, digests, and transforms every teaching. He knows how to distinguish between man's law and the law of the all. That's why his morality is alive, aligned with the consciousness of now. He allows himself to make mistakes, yes, but never out of ignorance, always for expansion. 4. Emotional self-sufficiency. No need drives him. He doesn't need to be loved to love, because he has learned to find pleasure in silence, joy in simplicity, and wholeness in the void. The chosen one is whole, and that's why he's magnetic. He doesn't seduce. He attracts, because he no longer seeks to fill anything, but to overflow with what he is. 5. Intellectual and spiritual courage. The chosen one does not settle. He challenges his own limits with spiritual courage. He thinks the unthinkable. He questions what was declared sacred, and he vibrates beyond duality, because he already understands that all light contains shadow, and every shadow contains light. His spiritual awakening is eternal, and he embraces that with reverence. The chosen one is not the one who challenges the system. He is the one who vibrates so high that the system collapses in his presence. The true spiritual revolution. To think in alignment with the divine spark within you, and not with the noise of society, is the greatest act of rebellion and freedom one can achieve. The chosen one who needs no one isn't arrogant, he is free. And in this world, freedom is still seen as a threat, because it frees not just the self, it plants codes in the collective unconscious. He represents what the system fears most: vibrational autonomy. The chosen one is dangerous because he cannot be bought. His truth is not for sale. He doesn't need applause or acceptance to walk his path. He doesn't trade his mission for comfort. He exists with purpose, and that is enough. He also cannot be manipulated emotionally. He carries no inherited guilt, nor does he fall for subtle blackmail. No one uses him as a tool for control or exploitation. He feels before he decides, And because he lives in awareness, he creates his own reality. He doesn't repeat someone else's. But the most dangerous thing is the impact he has. Upon reaching this level of freedom, the chosen one becomes a mirror to those still asleep. His silence awakens, his presence unsettles, his vibration expands. And that's why, even in silence, he transforms. Comment now. Nothing controls me. I am. That way, I'll know you made it this far. And I'll reply with a special video, intuitively chosen, as your next step. And again, a more than special thanks to everyone who hits that super thanks, shares the video, and brings your hype to the video. Know this, the universe bends entirely when one chosen one helps another. By doing this, you're helping this message reach another chosen one in a way only you can. And remember, you are not here to find a purpose. You are the purpose, experiencing itself. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you in the next video. A life of infinite possibilities awaits you.